So here's my question, because I have some questions I want to learn from you. Yeah. So how does debt affect your taxes or your outcome? And let me be more specific. Let's just pretend, for example, I started a new business, which I do quite often, okay? And I had to borrow $100,000, which is not uncommon for me. I borrowed $100,000 from an investor, and I've agreed to a very nice interest rate with him and a little bit of equity, and he put $100,000 in my account, my new business account, and bam, the year passes by. I haven't paid him back yet, but my taxes are due. But it's showing a $100,000 deposit in my account. What do I do with that?
Well, the good news is that loans are not taxable. So getting the loan itself is not taxable. So thank goodness, even though you have the $100,000 deposit, congratulations, you don't have to pay taxes on it.
Okay.
However, you do have to pay taxes on the money that you utilize to pay it back. So debt management or the payment outside of interest to pay back that principal.
So if I did $5,000 a month payments, which is also not uncommon for me.
Right.
So $5,000 a month payments to repay this loan to the gentleman who lent it to me. I had a little 3 to 4 month window where I had to build up and get momentum. I'm paying him $5,000 a month. Now what?
That $5,000 that you're paying him, you still have to pay taxes on. So even though it's out of your pocket, right, and it's not in your possession to pay your. Last time we talked about your silent partner called Uncle Sam.
Yes.
It takes a big portion of your money. Mm-hmm. So that silent partner still wants a portion of that money, that $5,000 you pay him every month. So at the end of the year, you will have to pay taxes on that $5,000. Now, not entirely, right? So what is tax deductible is the interest that you pay on that $100,000. Your principal payment is taxable, but the interest is not. So the interest is actually a write-off.
Interesting. So say if it takes 2 years to pay it back, and I've only paid back 25% of it, but I spent all of it. I spent all of it to build my brand, to set up infrastructure, get my software programs, my CRMs, pay my salaries, my monthly rent, my office space, blah 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 blah, and marketing, etc. Now, each one of those categories are different things, right?
That's correct. So, though even the money, you can take borrowed money and utilize it for business management, your rents, everything that you just mentioned. So, those are deductions. So just like using a credit card for business. So, your credit card expenses for business are tax deductible, but your payments to the credit card company to pay back the principal is taxable. So, it works the same way. Now, if you default on that, it's a different story. So if you default on the loan, then the IRS actually considers that income. Now, usually there's a process, right? So your lender takes you through a collections, procedure. Sometimes sells the debt or whatever. And then now you have a credit problem, and it could be a lawsuit on your hands as well. Yeah, totally.
That'll affect your credit.
Yeah, and then Uncle Sam still wants a piece of that pie. So you paid back $25,000 of that $100,000 loan.
Right.
$75,000 IRS says, well, you owe us because that was considered income.
Oh.
Yeah.
So my God. So if you don't pay it back,
you owe taxes on that money.
Wow. So that's why people who are already completely in financial ruins are getting nailed even worse by
it stacks on top of you. Yeah, that's why when you come to us, we actually really look at why you need the money. If you're using money, if you're taking out $10,000 or $100,000 in this example to just keep the lights on and pay the bills, we got to have a separate story. We have to have a separate conversation. The story's got to be broader than that. Otherwise, you're filling a bucket that has holes in it. You're just going to end up in the same position.
Or as I put it, going backwards. Because if you're not moving forward, you're dying. If you're not moving forward, you're going backwards.
That's absolutely right.
And I want to dedicate a good portion of our talk today about that, because I've been in that situation. I've been in every situation, I think, that most businessmen can ever go through, and from the lawsuits to building multi-million-dollar companies to set up international distribution, raising millions of dollars, it's a challenge. And if I knew how hard business was, I'd be a wrestling coach right now.
Totally.
I would never get into it if I knew how hard it is.
In the days of social media, everybody believes that you can take the blue pill and 2 weeks later you're making millions online.
Well, 1 hour later it actually works, but
right.
I don't know anything about that. So.
Right, but that's what they really believe. They don't believe, those that are considered successful, nobody really looks at what they had to go through to get there.
No.
I've been an entrepreneur for 13 years. Made millions, lost millions, made millions, spent millions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's just how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And
try to do it better than next time.
That's right. Yeah. Well, you don't want to repeat. You don't want to commit the same sins, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah. I mean, nobody really looks at that. And in this day and age, entrepreneurs these days believe that they can take that blue pill and tomorrow they're making money. That's not how it works. There's a grind.
No, that's why they call it a 15-year overnight success.
I love
how
that.
It works.
I love that.
Because it's true. I mean, it usually takes, on the average, for any millionaire to do 18 different businesses before he makes it, and actually holds it and keeps it. It's true.
So you're saying I'm almost there.
You're on your way, big guy. You're right on the threshold.
That's awesome.
So, no, it's unfortunately it's 7, 8. If you were just to do sustained effort, like the way I'm doing right now, my nose to the grindstone, focusing every day, getting in early, staying late, busting my ass, writing my thinking notes, communicating with everybody, following up with everybody, trying to build my team. 8 years.
Wow.
So, unfortunately, people have this immediate gratification thing, and I was one of them. And I think I want to be a millionaire by the end of this time next year for 20 years.
Right. So, yeah, no kidding.
But then I found out you can do that with stocks. So.
Yeah, I saw this meme the other day, and it said that the odds of you winning the lottery are being shocked by lightning 27 times, and the odds of you being a successful, overnight sensation entrepreneur are being shocked by lightning 42 times.
Wow.
So, if you're in it just for an overnight success, you may as well just play the lotto.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am so happy to hear that. I think that's worth repeating. Can you give me those statistics one more time? Because that's just beautiful.
They say that 68% of all statistics are made up in the moment. So, like
that one.
Exactly. No, it was a meme rolling around. I don't know how true it is, but they said that by winning the lottery is being shocked by lightning 27 times. Those are your stats. So you have the odds of being shocked by lightning 27 times would, one-time lottery. Yay. The odds of being an overnight success as an entrepreneur is the equivalent of being shocked by lightning 42 times.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That is just so powerful. I'm glad that you have that because, the whole thing with the 8-year turn and the 15-year overnight success, that was revolutionary for me. I had to deal with it, embrace it, because there's also the 10,000-hour rule. We know that one, right?
Oh, yeah.
The 10,000-hour rule. If 10,000 hours of focused effort is when you become unconsciously competent. And, when you become, it no longer is a struggle. Today I wake up, I go do my business, I get 100 phone calls from my clients, they get the credit report, I know whether they're going to be qualified, not qualified before I even accept the report. That's unconscious competence. I'm not quite there, I'm getting there though. So I surround myself with smart people like you who educate and so forth.
I appreciate it.
But, yeah, this is Troy Bolke. We're gonna cover some marketing stuff in the next episode. We're gonna talk about the money you use just to pay your bills when you're pouring the buckets out of the holes in the bucket. But we can turn that into marketing dollars and transform your situation. This is Troy Bolke, KFNX, and we'll be back in a minute.